Well, I've just possibly watched 90 minutes of Grimsby Town's worst performance of this year. 1-0 loss to Wimbledon away from home, which I thought they was really not good in. Harry Pell is a cheat and not a very nice footballer, as hopefully it doesn't repeat itself here today because we've got difficult games, difficult angles, as we are just above the relegation zone in this penultimate episode. Yes, people, welcome back to episode number 7 now of season number 7, all the 7s of the Grimsby Town to Glory FIFA 23 career mode here on FIFA 23, obviously, the MWS channel as well. As if you're new around here and haven't been here before, this is of course the home of this Grimsby Town career mode. And if you do watch this video and you enjoy it, smash a like. If you've never been here before and you've watched it, there is, of course, a playlist in the iCards to watch the previous, and subscribe if you're new around here, because we're on the race to 8,400 subscribers. If we could get there, that would be insanity. As spoiler alerts on screen already. Yes, 10 games left of this Premier League season. We sit on 25 points. For my liking, that's not safe enough. We definitely need to gather some more. You can see we are 2 points above the drop zone. West Bromwich Albion are right there. You might have seen the previous videos called Money Troubles. That's because we have had money troubles. Our team's kind of weak, and we're in a difficult run of games. So, things don't look great on paper, but only performances can make sure that means nothing. As I thought the USA put a good performance in against Netherlands. Just watch that one. Just didn't turn out for them in the end. It was a tactical masterclass, as we need one of those for these two games. We've got Manchester United and Liverpool coming up. They are going to be rough games, as then it's followed up by Tottenham away from home at the new fancy stadium, then Leicester City away, then Aston Villa away, which takes on to the last 5 games of the season, which is in next episode, and to be fair, should be important ones. Them Everton and Wolves ones I'm looking at, especially the last 2 games, them two are down there this season, as I definitely want to play Leicester and Aston Villa, if that was a given already. Tottenham, Man United and Liverpool, however, is up in the air. I do want to check who's highest in the table. Maybe that could sway us. Is there anyone that's a long shot off? I can see Man United third. No, Man United second. Liverpool third. Man United second. Tottenham third. Liverpool sixth. I'm just distracted because they're in 6th at Liverpool. So it looks like we're going to be playing them. Aston Villa 11th, and the other team was... Who was the other team now? It was Leicester, wasn't it? Who were in 4th. They're high up there as well. Very tough running. I mean, simulations have to be his best friend. As we ended the last episode as well, with Paradella getting a bruised rib. 9-day injury, not too bad. But also, Flynn Downs. He's got 2 weeks of training to undergo before he moves back into this first team as James Poole. Honestly, can't get him out on loan. No chance. It just won't go through. But that's a good thing that we might be possibly getting him back. Cody Gakpo, player of the month. Today was his only game he actually hasn't played in. As there we go. Rejected. Scout reports coming in, but I'm going to get this team ready first. As it's in fact Eccles and Flynn Downs both on the march to try and get up to scratch this first game. Paradella has now gone down a rating to actually 74. Not very good. As you can see, the bench kind of weak. I say kinda. We've only got 1 player not from the academy on the bench, and a couple in the team from the academy. As we've got Andrew in goal, Joe Rankin Costello, Andrea Papetti, Koki Majida and Anthony Glennon at the back, with Otasiwe, Farmer and Reggie Stone in the midfield, Ben Wayne, Barreira and Santana as the leading 3. And with the injuries, I mean, it's not really an excuse to do so, but I am going to start promoting a couple more youngsters. Vigo Pedersen, we have of course been short on midfielders a little bit. Ewan Jameson, I've promoted 1, but maybe I cut a couple more, like a winger, Angus Ross, 53 rated, Gordon Smith, 52, Ian McLean looks like he might not turn out into anything, and Rodri Wright the same, as this is a bad thing as well. We're going to put the scouts back out because they've actually run out on their tour of scouting, which kind of isn't a good thing because that's money out of the way for us. It takes us down to 10 million To be fair, it's not too bad, but I'd like to keep the money up. Just the one that's earned the call up as Man United simulated. We've got a fitter team than them. They've been playing in the FA Cup as a 3-3 draw with Manchester United. That's not too bad at all. Amad Diallo with their first goal. Santana got an injury. Olayof came on for him and scored the equaliser, did the not youngster, but low-rated player. Barreira then put us 1-0 up after half-time. Jorginho Routier responding. Barreira 3-2. Anthony responding again for 3-3. That's a point I'll value. Honestly, no shame in that result as a player injured. Santana 5 days. I'm glad the game took him off, but it shouldn't be too crucial. I sent a few more scouts out, as of course we're going to be playing this Liverpool game. Has the point done us any favours? It has, because West Brom failed to win. Our goal difference is actually worse than West Brom's though, so if they win, we lose against Liverpool. It's not going to prove quite good for us, as is any of the players back fully yet. Yes, Paradella's back, even before Flynn Downs, which is a bit of a shock. And Josh Eccles, we'll get them on the bench. Well, one of them, Paradella's coming straight into the team. Left footer back on the left-hand side. Alfie Farmer drops back and Josh Eccles comes back onto that bench. Very nice indeed. As the two youngsters very unhappy, Tommy Shepherd and Knowles, both left-footed ones. Machida unhappy himself in the first team at left centre-back. Okay, we've got 3 unhappy left-footed centre-backs, which is a rare thing to come across. Not too great, but you know what would be great? Winning at Anfield. And here we are with this nice little graphic. In the tunnel, you can hear the atmosphere. YNWA being sung outside. That took some thinking about. There's the sign, of course. Is that a sign that we're winning? I don't know. Is that Richards? We had a striker a few seasons back. I can't remember his first name. Was it Owen Richards? I don't know, but that kind of does look like him a little bit. We'll see the team in full. No Alisson in goal, as the team is going to be Aloja Oman, Trent, Diego Carlos, Araujo and Gaia, very strong. Illich, Fernandez and Pablo Gavi with Doku, Mark Richards and Diaz. It is Richards. Is that our Richards? It might be. It might be. Ahead of Jota, ahead of Julian Alvarez at Liverpool. Interesting stuff. He might know me as a manager, of course. I give him his shot. I don't think he played a game for us. He moved on to Bristol Rovers for almost 3 million without making an appearance. I thought it was too good to refuse. But now he's at Liverpool. Might be thinking I was wrong as Gaia with the first shot of the game at Andrew's goal. A decent save from the Brazilian. It's weird being the only team in this game against Liverpool having a Brazilian goalkeeper. Don't know where Alisson's gone as Ilicic to keep the ball there. It was a smart turn. Got to shut the angle down. Came in with the swing. Gleno against his former club. He was in the Liverpool Academy. Into Doku. Turns inside. It's 1-0 to the Red Men. It's just an easy goal across net. Doku with it. Good skill from Jeremy. He's a very fast player, of course, and he's got tricky feet. Dribbler with pace. Always a problem. What a horrific start that is, though, for us Mariners, as Rankin Costello into Ben Waine. That's down the line on for Reggie Stone. He's going to get a bit of a running opportunity here. Into Ben Waine again. Hugo Barreira on a turn. Oh, and he's hit the crossbar. Big chance for a reply. Very unlucky as Gavi out wide. Joe Rankin Costello trying to jump in there as it falls to Jose Gaia. Papetti, you stay in the middle, mate. This is Joe's job, as now it's in the middle. Now you've got to shuffle across them gaps, opening up. Did see a comment in the last video, of course, talking about them gaps and how we need to try and plug them a bit quicker. As Barreira, can we be quick in transition? Santana is running over the top. It bounced off of him, but I think it was offside. That was unlucky as Paradella, to keep hold of the ball, he tried to get his pass off. Just not too great, however, as Gavi into Mark Richards. Good step in from Koki Machida. Reggie Stone with the tackle. It's fallen to Barreira. I think Reggie made that tackle with his arm, you know. But plays waved on as that's a good ball through to Hugo Barreira. We're taking the game to Liverpool across the box. Reggie Stone with the tap-in. A captain's contribution at Anfield. We're all square. We've took a point off United. We're doing it against the rivals, and it's the man I thought who handled it. It's passed into the side netting. Controversy surrounding that goal. But we'll leave it as speculation. One apiece. Absolutely love it as Koki Machida straight into Santana. That's round the corner into Hugo Barreira, on to Gleno. We've got Ben Waine arriving in the middle. It's just not reached him. Cleared by Ronald Araujo, as Papetti got a big header on it there. Straight into Jeremy Doku, the scorer. Into added time now as Joe Rankin Costello. Oh, that needed to be a good ball, but Ben Waine putting the pressure on. We're taking the game to Liverpool, and I am very impressed with that first half. 1-1. More of the same, and I'm very happy as we're just passing it about. Santana gets the run of Glennon. I see Ben Waine at the back post. That's a better crossing this time to him. To the keeper. A little bit on the edge of the box, but promising stuff, Mariners. As Joe Rankin Costello to pick up the ball here as well and give it into Ben Waine. Rankin Costello, is he going to make the overlap? He does slightly. That's a ball into Santana. A header down into Ben Waine on an angle, and what a save from Oman in the goal to stop us from going 2-1 up. I tell you what a game. What a game. Reggie Stone, the goal scorer. Can he turn provider? Papetti threw himself at it. Julian Alvarez is the player to come onto the field as well, as if we lose this game, I'm really going to be upset, you know, because we've played so well. Papetti forward. Got a bit of a kick on the striker, and I think that is a corner, you know. Yep. They're making another change. I'm not going to do anything just yet. Nothing rash. Illich, I thought, handled it. And it's given us ours. Just got to keep it up as we're trying to put Josh Eccles on. And Ilayof, because Josh Eccles has just come back. We want to get his sharpness up for the remainder of this season. And Ilayof did score against United. It's only fair as that's a good move. Ben Waine. Back post towards Gleno, not too bad. Paradella, I've loved having him back in the midfield. It's felt so much better with him screening it. Alfie Farman, of course, is a good player, but he's not as experienced in this lineup and as a player as Paradella, as Reggie Stone winning it in a decent position. Ben Waine, there's a gap for Santana, but he couldn't get the pass right. That was very unfortunate as Papetti, around the corner, it's not a great ball. Straight into Pablo Gavi, and that's a good one too around the corner. But Papetti to read it again, straight on to Anthony Glennon. Atasoye into Santana. Santana's going to keep hold of this ball right here as well. Into Gleno. Now on to Hugo Barreira. This is good football played around. Gleno, we've got 5 minutes left and we won the header. It's going to be a corner. 4 minutes of this game left. The subs have gone through. I want to win this game, lads. I think we've done enough to do it. We want a edge of the box run. We want a curler from Reg in towards the penalty spot. That's good. Barreira with a flick on. I thought Otasoye was arriving as we're going to run for this ball. Julian Alvarez. Has he handled it? He might have done. I'm not going to put Alfie Farman on just yet. Or maybe not all. As Eccles with a free kick here. We need an inside of the foot curled one towards that penalty spot again. Maybe too much power, but it'll land for Barreira. No, it won't. Ronald Araujo on it, and Papetti doesn't get there. Oh dear, got to defend now. We win the ball. And the advantage is really quick. What's all that about, referee? Come on, get on with it. I want you guys to stick with me till the end of the game. As it's 1 apiece at Anfield. Can we get another valuable point against one of the top 6? Paradella across to Ben Waine. Or can we get more? Hugo Barreira is going to run with this one. He's got support on the outside in. Josh Eccles whips it in. Oh! Ronald Araujo. What a block. That could have been decent, as that is the full-time whistle. And I will definitely take that point. 2 points out of 6 in a relegation battle. Doesn't seem good, but against Man United and Liverpool, job's a good one. And I was just reminded in the press conference, after we get a point with Liverpool, we haven't won in 7. Yes, it's a bad thing, but why bring it up when West Brom haven't yet played, so the pressure's on them. Although we have Tottenham next, I'm hoping they have a bit of a hard run themselves. That would do us a big favour, as I'm not checking their result. I'm going straight headfirst into the next one, as Getafe wanting Southwood. Again, I will accept the offer for him because he wants to leave, and we're not going to step in his way, as Brahimi Diarra's back. That should be everyone, I'm pretty sure. So I'm doing all I can, Reggie. It's not my fault we're not winning. Or kind of is a little bit, but injuries haven't been nice. You've got to understand it. First time Otasoye steps out because you can see Flynn Downs is in the midfield. And that's going to be the only change going into Tottenham. We've had a bit of a rest. Can we get the rest of the points? Can the Spurs game away at the franchise stadium be the change? I'm calling that not in a bad way as well. It's a really nice one, but it is used for American football and stuff. As It's a 2-0 defeat, but that is us out of the big team run. Yes, Leicester are up there, but in real life, kind of don't consider them that anymore. No offence to them. As Vitinha, and I'm guessing that's Harvey Elliott, with the 2 goals. Put us under a lot of pressure. That's what I'll say in the press. As you can see, they did win their game, West Brom. And they've still got a game in hand. So this run in now, 7 games, is the most important going on now. As you're still in the squad, Ed Knowles. I don't want him to get too unhappy. Joe Rankin Costello, I'm grateful he kept me in mind. I know what he can offer the team. But Ed Knowles, I don't want him to really leave. Even though I was considering letting him leave to Burnley. But then again, do I change the defence fully up right now? We haven't got a win with the boys, but we're in a difficult rut as Getafe have signed Luke Southwood. It's not much for a player of his rating, but he is 31-year-old, and goalkeepers, not the price tags of football really either, as he wants to look at his contract, Josh Eccles. I'll make sure of it, actually. I kind of do want to do everything for pleasing the players at the moment. I don't want morale falling down, but also for him, I don't want to go over 30. 29.5, that's a lot for a player of his rating though. He is willing to not go above what I said and take his squad roll down to rotational, which is a good thing actually, but again it's too much. 23.5. It's agreed upon. Okay, I didn't think he would. I took the appearance fee off, but he still does. Josh Eccles will stay as one of them players that has been here for years. Always can do with an experienced head. As on to Leicester. Some tiredness in Flynn Downs and Paradella, but I still trust it. Of course, I've got some more midfielders on the bench and Diarra now. So Leo steps there. Marshall will drop down. It's looking our strongest team. Well, I can't blame it. Yes, Saidi and Southwood are out. That's because they both want to leave the club. Not playing players, even in our position, that don't want to be here. So that's the strongest team. And bench. We've got to do the business. Leicester City, these next 7 games, and I'm including the high-flying Leicester in it, are crucial. We've got to get points out of most of these. Starting with the Foxes. And Leicester's team, Luis Maximiano, Ernesto Sanchez, Delict, Badashile and Aaron Hickey, with Dewsbury Hall in DM, Thielemann, Braybrook, Trezor and Gabriel Veron, with Jorge Ribeiro up top. He's one of the top scorers this season. Got to keep him out. Amano Borja, Dejan Kovaleski on the bench. Decent Leicester side. It's up to us now in our crunch time to try and knock them out of the top 4 and put us up in the league away from the bottom 3. So, lads, come on. We've got to do it now. No excuses. Full team hours. Paradella into Santana. Alright, straight onto Paradella. I don't know what I was saying there. Voice crack as Delict with the block. So we've got to try and sink their top 4 hopes and try and up ours of being out of the top, bottom 3, should I say. I'd love to be in the top 3. As Andrew gets the ball back to him here. Decent little chip over. We've got no excuses now in these last 7 games as well. Of course, our full team. As I didn't even clock at the start, they've got Delict. I've just thought about that. I've just deeped it. As Flynn Downs looking down the line into Reggie Stone. This is beautiful football to start us off with. Santana was flying in, but there was a flying boot in there as well. As Baybrook, the number 44, running through the middle. He looks a youngster. Ribeiro's pass is easily intercepted, should I say, as Papetti through that gap straight onto Reg. Get going, Reg. He's got Ben Wayne in front of him, who he uses. Rankin Costello. He's going to drop off a little bit because I want to pass him it back. I don't want to go for the cross. Delict's putting me off as Reggie Stone here. Got to be handled. And is a penalty kick to the Mariners. And this is a very important one, you know. Badashile sticking his hands up in the way of it. Spot kick. Blues with the handle. Santana, the number 10 who's got 1 goal this season. He's missed 1 already. And he's missed 2. He's missed 2. The Spaniard, in one of the most important runs of the season, has missed yet another penalty. It's horrific from him. Reggie Stone towards Papetti, who's brought down in the box. Nothing given. Just got to keep his good form up and get that out of his system. As it was a good ball over Delict's head, you know. Gabriel Veron goes down, but we'll get this ball straight into Flynn Downs. Rise the challengers. Ben Wayne. It's good stuff. Rankin Costello on the overlap. Whipped in towards Santana. That'll drop easy for Maximiano. And it's an injury. Game stopped. I mean, it's been a horrific season for Santana. We just can't lie about it anymore. Now we've got 7 games left. If he won the Ballon d'Or in the last 7 games, I'd still say it was disappointing. as we've got to get Diarra on. And we're going to put Ben Waine on the left. Got to keep going for this game ourselves as Gabriel Veron got the ball through a little bit of a gap right there. Thielman, don't let an injury hamper us as it's straight through to Ribeiro. What a save from Andrew. What a save. That's as good as our penalty, to be fair. And he saved that one, so I'd say all square. Machida doesn't get his tackle in. Papetti back to Andrew. Oh, that is brilliance from our goalkeeper. There's not long left. Flynn Downs around the corner into Diarra. That's a run on from Joe Rankin Costello as he's got an option in the middle of Barreira. Barreira to step it back, but he can't get it out of his feet. And there's the halftime whistle. At the break, it's 0-0. It's a point so far, but we've had the biggest chance. Safe to say as well, when Santana's back, he's off penalty kicks. Or does he even come back into this Grimsby 11? That's what I'm questioning at the moment. Don't like to say about players, but when he's one of the highest rated and he's performing the way he is, one goal to show for a player who has been in the team a lot this season. Up front in the Premier League, not really good enough as we tried to get the header down. Papetti with the pass out into Flynn Downs. Still we've lost it. That's a good pass on to Veron and Andrew with another save. It's another big one, you know. Brendan Rodgers throwing another man onto the field now. I think that was Kovaletsky. No, it's Fratesi. Away at the near post from Rankin Costello. Only as far as Trezor. Through to Veron. And Andrew off his line quick. Just had to get it right as here is Reggie Stone. There was a switch option there and Barreira running forward, but he's running straight into Delict. As here is Reggie Stone. He goes out wide. Rankin Costello. There's a man on the overlap. Oh, it's Gleno into a good path for Diarra. No one running across, and to be fair, it was a shot, and not a very good one. On the hour mark now, they're making another change. Of course, we've already made one. Dewsbury Hall coming off for Thomas Wijan, who we had at Schalke, as a curler from Ben Waine. Trying to test. We've won a corner from it anyway. What can we do? We're going to try and set this one in motion. Edge of the box run. Get the cross into the area. Reggie Stone looking for Barreira. Doesn't reach him. Diarra tries to get the header down, but not worked for him. Aaron Hickey trying to run it away. To be fair, with the position there and in the league, it's not a bad performance, but still I want all 3 points as Aaron Hickey coming down this line. He's been very good, the number 6. Gotta watch him. Rankin Costello, perfect. And a good clearance to go with it. Reggie tries to get the pass on though, which isn't a good one. Chance for them to come at us. Fratesi through bodies. Oh, not like this. Not like this against Machida. A penalty awarded for the hosts. I tell you what, it's just not good. It's just not good. I tell you what a lot. As now Andrew against Ribeiro, one of the top scorers who puts it in the top corner. 1-0 Leicester. I'm not happy with it. It's not a good goal to concede. I'm going to say karma, but we've not deserved any karma. We've missed a penalty of his own. They've scored theirs. What goes around turns around, or goes around comes around, should I say. It's a better phrase. It's a game of taking chances as Joe Rankin Costello. We've got to go forward quick. Brahimi Diarra. We need at least a point. West Brom are on his tails. They'll have 2 games in hand with a point behind if this result goes through, which is not good enough. As Eccles now on the field after his new contract, I'm hoping he can just do a bit better than usual. As we send in everyone forward. Fratesi through the middle. On to Trezor. We've got a man in behind of us and Gabriel Veron on this one in the middle. Gleno with the read. It was a good turn from Veron. And now they've got it round the corner. Fratesi. Don't let him skill us. There we go. Good tackle, Papetti. Machida. Straight on to Reggie Stone, who avoids a challenge. Get down that line, Brahimi. He stayed forward. Needs a bit more support, though. And finds Eccles, who luckily keeps the ball. Ben Waine trying to get in behind. And we can't feed it to him. And that's a good turn on Papetti. But oh my days, he's got there again. What a defender he is. We need to try and keep him, whatever league we're in. As Rankin Costello through the middle onto Diarra. We've got a sweaty ball. If we can get it across, we can't. We've overtouched it. Diarra, I know you're back from injury, mate, but you've cost us a big point. What a horrific touch and an important moment. We'll lose to Leicester 1-0. We have to just stay strong is what I say in the press conferences. Yep. They've got 2 games in hand now, West Brom. What are them 2 games? Can we find out? I mean, we can usually... Should be above my head a little bit. Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. Again, though, anything can happen. As Ismail and Santana out for 2 months. Not a good injury. Not a good player at the moment, as well as it's telling me about Cox's contract situation. He's leaving the club. Why should I really care about it? As we fall into the relegation zone. Games are done now. West Brom are level with us, in fact. They only got 1 point from the 2 games, but Brentford have jumped above us. We dropped to 19th. 19th. Sure, we have Wolves and Everton still to play, as the gap between Everton is huge. Oh, huge from Wolves, not from us. We're kind of still within Everton, but we've got to pick it up. Trying to do everything in my power to motivate the boys, as Niall Maher, I think, will be leaving us. Cox is definitely doing. Bobby Dennis is the only one without a contract, so we'll try and just get him signed up, try and please him, and then we should be done with it. Yeah, as I don't want him going over 20k. He is 70 rated. As 1.8, that is perfect. Bobby Dennis, get yourself signed up for a little bit longer, son. So that is us done with contracts. No more focus on that. Just purely the league, as Diarra's very unhappy. Don't think he should be, because he's coming into this team on this right-hand side. Can we get him any better than a -6? Not really. What's a centre-forward role do for him? -6 as well. We'll just have to keep him at it. Flynn Down stays in, of course. Everyone else does stay in. We've got Saidi still in the reserves. Layof and Marshall back on the bench. An unhappy team, which we've got to try and turn around. 6 cup finals left. Starting with Villa. And it sounds like they're chanting you're going down in a minute, but I don't know what the chant is actually. As Villa's team with Emery in charge. Mamar Javili in goal. Keisla Hayden, Swinkles, Kumbula and Baruto. Banjarmi, O'Reilly and Lundstrom with Morgan Gibbs-White, Cameron Archer and Noah Lang. A young team, I've got to be honest, but a good one. No team now, to me at least, is better than us between us and the end of the season. We've got to go out with that attitude. We've got to win every game. We have literally got to win every single point we can to try and stay up, as that's good football. Diarra made the mistake in the last game. He'll power this one. He'll score the opening goal 4 minutes in. It's a big moment for Brahimi. Made that error at the end of the last. And he starts this one off, our number 14, with a powered one past Mamashvili in goal to make it 1-0 Mariners. It's very early on, of course, and we haven't had as luck with keeping leads, but we've got to try it now. If there's ever a time, it's now, because of course we've got to play Everton and Wolves, who are around us, so we could do with putting the pressure on them a little bit. Kessler Hayden, pass in the middle, Andrew to smother it, and he's going to get the roll straight out into Reggie Stone, who can try and come forward a little bit. He'll keep the ball at his feet, into Diarra, bit of a tackle coming on in him, but he keeps the ball. Joe Rankin Costello has the ball into Diarra. Oh, Barrera it is. Ben Wayne! Oh, and he's just put it wide. Huge opportunities. Gleno can't win that header. Straight in the middle to Flynn Downs, who I think handled it twice in that move. Free kick for the Villains. 21 minutes into this one. Not really much threat from them, but I'm not going to try and speak too soon. It's a flick on into... Why do I even open my mouth? Aston Villa are level here at New Blundell Park, and it's a good goal from them. Flick on the heels, Papetti not across. The number 14 with the finish. Bajrami is the name of him. I don't really care, to be fair. All I care about is the names who's scoring for us. Diarra with one already. I'm hoping there's another player, or just him again, who joins in as Rankin Costello. Get that out of his system, boys. It's 0-0. He's got a avenue not to go down, as he's won the throw-in anyway. Straight into Reggie Stone. Rankin Costello back into the middle, and Diarra picks Ben Wayne round the corner. He should have a goal, to be fair. Mamardashvili with the pass out into Kessler Hayden. Boys, press. Come on, there we go. Paradella just waited for it, and Diarra's touch is shocking. It allowed Noah Lang to get in there as Cameron Archer has rounded Machida. We need to come across. It's 2-1. Why is his defense? Machida, that is awful, mate. In one of the biggest games of his career, we're crumbling. We were 1-0 up, and Cameron Archer, a youngster, allowed one-on-one with our goalkeeper. You can't let that happen in the Prem. It's not a Premier League team thing to do. At the end of this season, Villa is one of them teams we should be beating, as Rankin Costello into Reg. Now Flynn Downs gives it into Diarra, going for the chip over the top. Not handled, but Ben Wayne with a good header into Barrera. He tried to turn away a little bit. He's still got the ball round the corner, and Reggie Stone's offside. Of course he is. It's telling me to take Diarra off when he's the goal scorer. proves that he's kind of not been in the game apart from the finish. As there's a half-time whistle, somehow we find ourselves behind. Have to try and right these wrongs. There's a ball through straight away in the second half. Cameron Archer was lining that one up, you could tell, as Andrew with the throw straight out into Barreira. A quick one going over the top right there. Ben Wayne's going to get on the end of this one. Ben Wayne to control it, brings it inside. Hugo Barreira, he gets it round the corner. Anthony Glennon back into Barreira. Oh, he tried to sneak it in there. Very unlucky. We're pushing far forward. There's a lot of bodies piled in that box. As we'll flick it behind onto Reggie Stone. He's going to go for one of them shots again. Unlucky. Come on, lads. We've got to put the pressure on them now. A point is not good enough, but it's the minimum we can really take. As Flynn Downs to receive it. Gets his pass around the middle into Ben Wayne. Onto Stone. Nope. We've been tripped up and we've not kept the ball. Machida's had a woeful game, and look how far forward he's been caught. Papetti needs to get there, and he does. He's not put a foot wrong, as he still gets there ahead of Archer, something Cocky didn't do earlier on. As the ball in the middle to Paradella, Flynn Downs, try and chip that over the top for Diarra again. He's not got much pace or sharpness left, but he's going to keep hold of this one on the edge of the box. One more flicked on, Reggie Stone, can't shoot. Got to be taking that chance as Lundstorm round the corner. Noah Lang. It's on to Buratio and a tackle from Papetti. Can we get there with Paradella? We almost did. And Noah Lang takes it away from us and he runs around the corner into Lundstrom. Got to get a tackling, boys. We've got to get to the other side of the field. Machida doesn't win it. And we're going to make a staggering 5 changes. We're going to get Marshall and Iliofon. We're going to just go fully for it with fit strikers up top, as that's shocking. From Eccles, one of the players I brought in on right back. Duty, as we're going to try and come across to Lindstrom. He's got the ball in the middle though onto Noah Lang. We can't let him get that through. He has done. It's a save. And is it offside? I'm pretty sure it is, yes. We've got a chance to get to the other side of the field and we've got to do it quick. Into Otasowie. Pass into Reggie Stone. Now Ilaiof. Across into Marshall. Tackle came in harshly. It's round the corner into Eccles though. Eccles running with this one. He tried to pull it across. Kumbula with the block. A corner ball very late on in this one. Straight into Paradella. Round the corner. Reggie Stone to in-swing this towards Papetti. Wide. Think that's game, you know. Got to get this press on, lads. Come on. Mamashvili. 3 added minutes of stoppage time. Swinkles kept on the ball. Under pressure. We've nipped in there. It's a good turn. Referees brought him down. Paradella to keep hold of this one, though. Still the move goes on. Ilaiof's pass has failed. But referee, how have we not been given a penalty? We've rounded the goalkeeper. Nothing was given after we were brought down. Why is Gerrard there? He's not there anymore. Get rid of him. You already have. Oh, we should have got at least a point. I'm pretty sure to my memory, I've never been relegated in a save so far. That was a really big blow. Brentford and West Brom still to play. Bournemouth. We beat them first time round this season. I'm just going to be positive towards players now. We need them to stay positive with us. We'll simulate towards the game, but we're not going to play it. Games in hand have been played. No one's picked up points. That's a positive. We're still in for survival, but we are, of course, second bottom of the league as it stands. As teams not fully fit for this next one. I don't expect it to be. Oh, just what a big running we've got. What a last episode it's going to make out to be. Honestly, we've got to win all 5 games we've got next episode. And they include, of course, Bournemouth away, West Ham at home, Brighton Hove Albion away. Them and West Ham are doing well actually this season. Wolves at home. Everton away at Goodison, who could potentially fall in the relegation zone as well. What a run-in we have next time out. I hope you guys are excited as I am, because you got to change it into excitement. You just got to. Thank you guys for watching this episode right here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with that notification bell on as well if you do want to see more of this series. Thank you very much for sticking around. Take care of yourselves. In a bit. And peace.